Hey, what up, guys? Welcome back to the channel again. What I'm doing today is I'm gonna give you a little POV ride on my 25 Road Glide. I'll give you a little walk around and look at it again. I know I showed it in my intro, but I'm gonna show it again. We're gonna go for a little short ride. It ain't gonna be nothing too long. But yeah, you know, we got a little bit of daylight left. And the sun's right in our eyes, so we ain't going too long, but we're gonna go for a little bit. I like to show you how the bike rides and talk to you a little bit about it while I do it. So yeah, here it is. Here's the bike, a Whiskey Fire Red, and yeah. But yeah, I plan on trying to give you guys a little bit more content, trying to think of things to do. You know, when I got trips and stuff planned. But we'll talk about that more when I get you guys on the bike. Let me get you strapped up to my helmet, and then I'll see you on the road. Hope you guys can hear me good. I got my I just got a brand new modular case for my GoPro. It's the Media Mod case, and I got my mic up in my helmet, so I hope the mic's working. You know, I got it plugged in, and I'm hoping this case will help with wind noise. You know, because without the case, the wind noise was pretty awful when I tried to ride. I got the Clockworks 12-inch windshield on the bike, and we got it in dark smoke. I want to believe that it is the Flare Touring windshield, and aside from that, I got Cat Performance 4.5 BAM sticks, and with the zombie baffles. They're great. I inverted my mirrors. So far, that's the only upgrades that I have. Tomorrow, I am ordering me a Mustang touring seat. And next week, I'm going to be getting me a king-size tour pack. So whenever I get those in, I will definitely be doing a review. And let you guys know how those are. I can tell you right now, I'm not going on long distance on the stock seat. I love Harley Davidson to death, but man, their stock seats are just not good. I'm going with a Mustang over a Saddleman because I used to have a Saddleman Road Sofa on my 23 Street Glide, and don't get me wrong, those are really good looking seats. They're great looking seats. In fact, actually, in my opinion, they are the absolute best looking seats. But call it a road sofa all you want. After 2 or 3 hours on that thing, it's very sore riding on that seat. That seat is not comfortable, and I've taken it on 9.5-hour rides, 7-hour rides, you know, and I had the seat for well over 10,000 miles, and it felt like it never broke in. It was just real stiff, and you know, part of it could be my weight. I am, you know, a bigger size person. I'm doing stuff about it. I'm exercising more, and I'm on Ozempic, and I take my medicine every day, and I if I eat way too much. I was kind of scared to take that medicine, to be honest with you, because of all the side effects. But you know, they haven't really been too bad. Every once in a while I get a pretty nasty headache. But and if I eat too much, my stomach's torn up a little bit. But other than that, you know, it definitely cuts my appetite. And you know, I've been able to keep a pretty good routine with my eating and stuff. I usually eat lunch, and maybe at dinner time I will eat some fruit, and that's usually it. You know, that's usually it, what I eat every day. Now today I'm gonna go eat dinner because I have not eaten anything all day. I have not had a bite to eat since yesterday about 5:30. So it's been, you know, it's 4:51 right now. So it's been almost 24 hours since I've had anything to eat. And to be honest with you, I'm not terribly hungry. You know, I am not starving. Now I am hungry. I hope that police don't pull me over, because I do not have a tag on this motorcycle. I have my paperwork. It's brand new. I live in Georgia, but I work here in Louisiana. And, you know, I haven't been able to go home to get my tag. You know, I work on a line crew. I'm a lineman, and we work at Storm. So I've been at work for now about 14, 15 days straight. Now, not all of that has been Storm. So a lot of that actually has been regular work, but we work hitch schedule 9 days straight and have 5 days off. Well, that storm hit right on our off time, so instead of going home, we got to spend our time working Storm. Not complaining, it was really good money. We didn't really do much, to be honest with you. But still, you know, I haven't been home in so long, so I haven't been able to get my tag. But I have my paperwork with me just in case. So tomorrow, like I said, I'm ordering that Mustang seat. And when I get it, I will definitely do a review on it. You know, a first impressions review, how it looks on the bike. I'll talk about it, some of the features. But, you know, you never really know how a seat's really going to do until later on. You know, after you take the long distance rides and you take them long trips and you've been riding on it for a long time. So, you know, I'll give you I'll probably do like 1,000-mile review. Then I'll do probably like a 5,000 or 6,000 mile review on it, you know. And I'm getting the one that comes with a backrest, and I'm not doing a solo seat. In case I have a passenger and stuff like that, but yeah, I would definitely do a review on it. I am getting, like I said earlier, I'm going to get a king size touring pack, and I like the look of the slim ones better, but to be honest with you, I wear a full face helmet, and you know, that's kind of a pain in the rear end, to be honest with you, having a full face helmet, because when you go places, you got to take your helmet in or just trust that nobody's going to steal your stuff. And I wear a Simpson helmet, which is about $540-something, I believe I paid for the helmet. Then I have a Cardo Edge, and those are $400. And then with this GoPro, which is a good $250 you know, I'm looking at every bit of a $1,100, $1,200 helmet, you know. So I take my helmet in with me, and it's kind of awkward, especially if you have to go to Walmart, and where the Walmart here is kind of shady. So I want to get the king size helmet, the king size touring pack, so I can store my helmet. This traffic right here is always backed up. Luckily, I'm on a bike and I can make it. We're going to be in this traffic for a little while. honestly, I'll probably cut this part out of the video. This will be the first ever video I do where I edit stuff. I've never edited a video before, so I will be learning how to do that with this one. But I'm excited. I need to learn how to do all that if I'm going to do a YouTube channel. So a couple differences from the Street Glide to the Road Glide is, you know, I'm a 6'2", 6'3" guy, and you know, my arms are lengthened. I always thought, you know, Street Glide, Road Glide, same thing. The difference is the fairing, and the Road Glide actually gives you 2 more inches of arm length than the Street Glide does. And you know, that might not sound like a lot of a difference, but it really is. You know, with my Street Glide, I got the Saddlemen, and it was the extended reach seat. I'm not going to go with the extended reach on this one because I don't feel like I need it. You know, I like where I'm at. I don't feel like I need to go back anymore. And to be honest with you, because I am tall, this bike feels a lot more natural to me than my Street Glide did. They're very, very stable motorcycles. Now, don't get me wrong, my Street Glide was very stable as well. And I could take both of my hands off of my handlebars on the Street Glide and ride. But I'd always throw my hands up there. And I don't recommend taking both of your hands off your handlebars. It is dangerous, you know. And the bikes are a lot more stable than you think. You know, I've seen guys ride them and take their hands off and hit bumps and hit potholes and stuff and be okay. But is that really a risk you're wanting to take? You know what I mean? Because what if you hit that pothole and it just hits that front tire at the right spec, and then, you know, you're in a mess after that. But this bike, you know, I could take my hands off the handlebars and leave them off the handlebars a lot longer than I felt comfortable doing on my Street Glide, because it's just a lot more stable. Down here in Louisiana, this is the time of year where it's pretty cold. Now, let me tell you something. This place is hardly ever cold. Okay, I've been here since July, and the summer was the worst summer I have ever had. I'm from South Georgia, and it gets really warm and hot in South Georgia. But here, the humidity is just a lot different. Now, the temperatures compared from here to South Georgia is usually about the same, but the humidity here is a lot different. And, you know, I'm in South Louisiana. I mean, I'm real close to New Orleans, and a little bit west of New Orleans, and the humidity down here is insane. It's insane. I've never felt anything like it. And again, it's another reason why I'm trying to lose weight, is because, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I fell out. I know one time I fell out this summer, and I thought I was having heat stroke, and it was pretty bad. They were gonna take me to the hospital, but they didn't. And the light screen, we probably will not make this light. this bike has 3 modes. It has cruise mode, and it has sport mode, and it has rain mode. Now, rain mode keeps your wheels from spinning out, and cruise mode, which we're in right now, is kind of really just like regular riding. Oh, we are gonna make it. Putting this thing in sport mode, the throttle is very responsive. Very responsive. Coming from a 107 to a 117, and this joker wants to go. I love it, and I'm not really one to really want a lot of speed. You know, I don't care if I go 100 miles an hour on a bike, but this thing gets up to it, and gets up to it pretty fast. This 12-inch windshield makes the world of difference for this bike. I'm so happy with that purchase. And Clockworks, you know, Clockworks is a good brand. I've seen videos of guys had them and they got hit by pretty decent sized rocks and stuff, and that Clockworks just eats it, doesn't break. I mean, I'm not saying they can't break, but it's definitely going to take some, if you know what I mean, to break them. And dude, it just keeps the wind off me very nicely. And the stock windshield, you know, the stock windshield looked good. It looked good, but it provided zero wind protection. You know, here we are going to a stop on the main highway, but that's another thing. This bike has traction control and it has ABS. I've never had ABS. I've owned 3 motorcycles in my lifetime. My first ever motorcycle was a 2020. No, it was a 2022 Harley Davidson Sportster. To be honest with you, that was a very idiotic purchase on my behind, because dude, I'm 6'3" and I am up there in my weight class, you know, and I had no business being on a Sportster. It was way too small. Now, it was a good bike. I'm not saying anything. I'm not trying to dog out that motorcycle, but it's definitely not a big guy's bike. You know, it's and honestly, it was a compulsive buy. I've never rode a motorcycle before. I just walked into a Harley place and was like, I'll take that one. You know, didn't know nothing about them. And then I took an MSF course about 2 months after I had it and regretted my purchase very much so. Regretted buying the Sportster. And then I owned it for about 2 years. Then I went and traded it in on a 23 Street Glide standard with 107. And I bought that Street Glide in 2024. And you know, Harley usually sometimes you can find, like January, you find good deals on, let's say the year's 24, they'll do deals on like 23 model bikes because they're trying to get them out to bring in the new. So a lot of times if you'll wait to the next year, if you say you want a 23 and wait till 24, go get a deal. This sun is badly in the eyes. I cannot hardly see. It's okay. It's just that time of day. You know, I'm just happy that I can be out here on my bike. You know, but I started this video right over there, so we really just made a circle. Yeah, I'm actually about to go back there and finish the video. But you know, I settled for that Street Glide, to be honest with you. It was a great bike. It was black and chrome, and I loved it. You know, I did love that bike, but I didn't love that bike because I am personally not a fan of chrome. I don't like chrome. It's a lot to keep clean. And I just personally, it's not really that, oh, it's too much clean, so I don't want it. I don't think it looks good, okay, in my personal opinion. Now there are some bikes where chrome looks great on, like a Cholo. I would love to own a bike that. I'd love to own a Cholo bike with chrome, you know. But in my personal opinion about bikes like Street Glides and stuff, I don't like the chrome.